Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode number 10, season 1, about restaurants. The bad, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Restaurants, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'm thinking of another name, and I'm still rambling in my mind what other name can I come up with to talk about, to mention some restaurant or something. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm working on it. You capiche? Anyway, listen, guys. Remember yesterday, episode 9. Remember I talked about that when you are in social media in general, it could be Instagram. I don't care what it is. That you gotta be careful with the section where it says location, or you put down location. It shows you where you at, or it shows you where you're going, or something like that. That brings problems. That brings, for some people, it brings death. People have died. People have lost their lives, all because some wacko, a guy out of his freaking brains decided to go visit that person, or go to that where that person is at. For example, like a gym, you get yourself in trouble. So I spoke to a friend of mine a long time ago, and she says, "Nah, I think you should mind your business." And I said, "Ma'am, I'm not trying to get into your business. You can go to the gym all you want. You can go to the theater, go and a bikini contest. I don't care where you go. What I'm trying to say to you is, as a concerned citizen, a concerned friend, because I know you. I think I remember, I don't know if I remember this person. Anyway, the thing was that she saw it kind of intrusive on my part, that I was trying to tell her what to do. So I rectified the matter, and she understood after that. And thank God, some people understand, some people don't. Some people take it the wrong way, and some people take it the right way. Some people take it very offensive, and they don't want to talk to you no more. They block you, all that crap. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Do whatever comes out your underwear. I don't care. The most important thing is that you've been warned, and you don't got no excuse. Period. So whatever you do, I don't care how you do it. When you're posting on social media, be very careful that you don't click on location. Because now if you're going to a restaurant and you are by yourself, I could understand. Because I sometimes do it, but I don't do it all the time. See, I'm a man, I could defend myself. Now, if I'm a lady, a young girl, a young lady, it's going to be very difficult to defend myself, because that guy can come with other guys, and that's it. I'm done. My goose is cooked. So what I'm trying to say is, regardless whether you're a strong man, Hercules, whatever, you got to use a lot of discretion nowadays when it comes to the social media platform. You got to be careful. Ladies and gentlemen, the Apostle Paul in the Bible, he warned, he said, we are living in dangerous times. We're living in evil times. So redeem the time. Be careful. Watch out. Keep your eyes open. That was back then, 2,000 years ago, man. And it has gotten worse. And mainly this past 50 years, I think it has gotten worse. Much, much worse. I've been living in the United States since I was 7 years old, and now I'm 70. I came here in 1963 from Puerto Rico. We moved to the Bronx, and then Brooklyn, and then Staten Island. And let me tell you, there is a paradigm shift. There is something going on in the air that I haven't seen in years past. That I'm seeing now is scary. You gotta be very careful. A lot of people, they get offended quickly, and a bunch of other stuff. So be very careful. That's what I'm saying. That's all. Just be careful. That's why I don't like to put down where I'm at. I'm in Texas, somewhere in Texas. Okay, I know you see my tag right here, AutoZone. Yeah, I'm in AutoZone somewhere in Texas. Okay, I don't gotta tell you where I'm at in Texas. It's not nobody's business. If you want to find out, that's for me to know, that's for you to find out. But anyway, let's get to the restaurants. Now, I want to talk about a couple of restaurants and a couple of good ones and bad ones and maybe an ugly one. If you live in New Jersey, or if you ever go to New Jersey, let's say Jersey City area, like Union City, West New York, that area around there by is it Tullany Road? Because Tullany Road, Route 19 runs from all the way from because 440 comes from all the way from the Bayonne Bridge, the 440. The 440 terminates right on Cunipore and 440. If you go left, you go to Newark, New Jersey. If you go right, you go Jersey City. But if you keep going up, you're gonna hit Jersey City, yes, and then after that, 2-3 miles after that, you're gonna hit Union City. So if you keep going on that road on 19 north, and you pass under the skyline, you keep going, past Manhattan Avenue, past Plank Road. You just keep going, and you're gonna come to 32nd Street, and down in the bottom is the highway, but it goes into the Lincoln Tunnel. You keep going, and then once you get to 32nd Street, I think it's 32nd or 32nd, you make a left and you go down, all the way down, until you get to Route 19 again. Okay? Because I think it separates. I don't know how it does it. And right there, you keep going. On the left side, there's a restaurant. It's called La Rumba Cubana. The Cuban rumble. Okay, rumble mean like music and a lot of noise, whatever. It's a real good restaurant right here. They fixed it. They did something outside. They put this old Cadillac from the 50s. It's kind of red or blue. I forgot what number was it. And they changed the outside. They put outdoor seating, and they fixed the bar area, and they got another room down there, and they got the bathroom, whatever. They are Cuban people. They've been there for years, and they got 3 locations. I believe 3 locations. There's one in Boulevard East, and there's one all the way up north, somewhere by going to Paramus. When you go on the 95 north and you get off to go, I forgot, 80 or something. Anyway, let me get to the point. This restaurant, they got Cuban picadillo. Picadillo is the ground meat that they make with their own seasoning, much like they do in Miami. But I find Miami to be just a little much more little different, much better. But the one over here in this place, in Rumba Cubana, the picadillo is delicious. They give you the picadillo in some kind of bowl, a bowl with 2 sticks of plantain. The plantain chips that they're very long. They're like like 10, 12 inches long. They take two of those and they put it on the side by side, and they got the picadillo inside. Then they put the plate with the white rice and the black beans. Delicious. You gotta try it. It only costs no more than $12. I don't know about now, but I'm talking about 2024. I was there, and I used to go there all the time. I used to escape and go there by myself all the time. I used to sometimes I go there with my daughter. I go there with my grandchildren. Sometimes with people, whatever. But they cook delicious. They got a lot of plates there you could choose from, and they got drinks, of course. You know, like people like to drink liquor, beer, wine, whatever. That's your prerogative. That's your decision, your preference. Mine is different. I just drink water with that's water. That's it. Water with lemon. So this is a real good restaurant, and they come close, real close to the one in Miami, in Hialeah, La Carreta. Remember I told you about La Carreta? Okay, you gotta go to Carreta. Oh, you're gonna love it, man. And then they have another restaurant I want to mention, and this one is called El Antesano. The Antesano. I forgot how to say it in English. Papa. It's a Cuban restaurant. It's been there for ages. Remember, the Cuban people, they came to the United States and they built Miami. Believe it or not, I've been hearing that for a long time. And they also built Union City, because Union City, they have on 43rd Street and Burger Line, on the second floor, they got a building. They have a thing there, like it's a Cuban chambers of commerce or something like that, where they help Cubans. They only help Cubans. Cubans that come from Cuba, they go to there. It's like a lodge, but it's not a lodge. It's like a political group. They got old men there in the 80s, in the 70s. They've been here for years. So they got this restaurant there. It's called El Artesano. And they have the picadillo there. I cannot quite remember if I ate it. I must have, but I remember that they used to have two pork chops. I'm talking about back in the days. They have two pork chops with rice and beans. You know, the black beans and the white rice, for $5 at that time. Now it costs like less than $12, I think, less than $15. But it's good. You're gonna love the chuleta. They put something on top of the chuleta. It tastes delicious. You gotta tell them how you want the chuleta. Also, please let them know they're not fat, they're thin. Okay. And they also got empanadas. They're very good. They got one that has crab inside. Delicious. They got drinks also, and they got squeezed juice. And then they open the next door behind where you got the stools and you got the counter. Right behind it, they open up another room where you got more room to sit down. And I know the people there, they know me. Every time I go in there, hey, Eugene, they go like that to me. You know, they know me already. I've been there. I go there all the time. I go there for the soup. The soup is a bean soup. It's called gallego, sopa gallego. It's white beans that big, and they put, I don't know how they do it, and then they put a piece of meat. I think it's a big piece of ham or something that gives that flavor to it. And then I recommend accompany that soup with tostones. Tostones, again, is plantain. You know, you got bananas, then you got the big one, the plantain. Okay, when they are green, they cut them up in trozos. They cut them in pieces, and then they fry them, and then they squeeze them, and they're this round like that. They're round and they're yellow, whatever, and they put garlic and everything, and they give you garlic on the side. You get 6 of those, 5 of those, and you're gonna have a bowl with this soup with those tostones. Trust me when I tell you, okay? They're located in Burger Line and 43rd, 42nd, between there and 41st. I think they're on 41st Street, right there in the corner, El Artesano. You're not going to miss it. It's right opposite from the state news, some kind of, where they sell newspaper and everything. You're going to love this place. He's been there for hundreds of years. No, I'm only kidding. They've been there for years. Okay, when the Cubans first came here and they started opening businesses and they started building up the whole neighborhood. And then you got that one. And then if you go further up north on Burger Line, because after 50-something Street, 48th Street, it turns into two ways. You go north and you get to 60 and you make a right and you go all the way down and you make a left. I forgot what street was it. I think Park Avenue or something. And they got a Puerto Rican restaurant. It's called El Jibarito. I think it's called El Jibarito. The lady, she's Puerto Rican. The husband is Cuban. So they do both dishes. In there, if you want to eat pasteles, this is a nice place to go. The rice and beans is good. Ep10 is good. The roast pig is good. And I recommend that place. Okay, I recommend it very highly. Real nice. And also, I went to I hate to talk about restaurants, about bad restaurants. I hate because it hurts me because, I know they're trying to make money, they're trying to pay the employees and all that kind of stuff. But, when you are in the habit of messing up every time, I gotta say it, man. I have to say something because I don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want nobody to go over and waste their freaking time and all this kind of BS and stuff like that. It's like you gotta be careful, man. And I don't know. I'm like that. I'm very straightforward. I don't mince words when it comes to restaurant because I'm telling you, I've been through hell in the past. I got sick. I wound up in the hospital. I got food sick. I got all because at that time, I didn't have the knowledge that I got today. You know what I mean? With the reviews and all that kind of stuff. But you got to look at the reviews also. You got to check the reviews. But also, you got to be careful with the reviews because a lot of times, most of the reviews, most of them, even though they could be true, but yet they could be exaggerated because a lot of times they are restaurants that they have problems. They have situations. They got a young lady there, a young guy there, that maybe they had a hard time. Maybe they have, you got to take a lot of stuff into consideration. You got to respect these people. Maybe they're going through something. Maybe they lost a member of their family. Maybe they lost something and and sometimes they come out nasty sometimes, and all of a sudden you go to Google review and you start saying, this stupid son of a bitch, she treated me like this, stupid face, It's a give and take, half and half. It depends. It depends because honestly, I've been through worse situations. And I learned to deal with it. And I said, maybe this person is going through something. Who knows? So you got to take it. Sometimes you have to, take it easy with this person. Don't hurt their feelings because they're going through something. They don't get paid that much. You got to understand that, man. Remember that. And so I've been to some restaurants, some diners. Oh, there's a diner in Long Island. Where did I went to Long Island? I was doing Uber, and I took a lady over there, and it was about 8 o'clock at night, and I had to eat something. I was hungry like crazy. And I came across this restaurant, this diner, and it's called, dear God, it couldn't be Westwood. No, it couldn't be. My friend, if you want to taste, if you want to know what it is, a Spanish omelet, this is the place. I don't know the name, but tomorrow I promise, or tonight, I'm going to give you the name. It's somewhere in Long Island, far away from Queens, in the borderline somewhere. I went there one night. I came from the Newark airport, and I had to drop this lady all the way down there. I mean, it took me like an hour to get there. And this restaurant, they give you everything. They give you a basket full of bread, full of everything, with butter and everything. They lavish you, man. They give you everything, bro. And the coffee is amazing. Okay? So tomorrow, we're going to talk about diners. Today, this is the first one. I forgot the name of that diner. If I can remember. Dana, what's your name, papi? What's your name? Okay, listen. This is what I'm going to do. Tomorrow or tonight, in episode number 11, I'm going to mention diners. I'm going to talk about diners. Because diners is a staple of our society, and they deserve a lot of respect. And they are good. Some of them are good. Some of them are a little, you know. But I'm going to talk to you about diners. Okay, in my next episode, which is number 11, this is 10. In episode 11, I'm just going to mention diners. I just mentioned this one as a precursor, to prepare you for episode 11. Then I'm going to talk more about diners, and I'm going to tell you the ones where to go to, where not to go, and stuff like that. You know, give you like a heads up. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you to go over there and waste your time, and then all of a sudden, you know, you go over there and they mess up your food, and boom, you're done. Okay. This is what I want to share for you guys. God bless you all. I love you all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate it very much. I'm just doing this to help you. I'm just doing this to advise you. I'm doing this to give you a heads up and to give you direction, where to go, where not to go, what places to go, where to eat, so like that you could satisfy your palate. You understand? So that's what my concern here is, to make it easy for you. So you don't have to break your head over there looking for this restaurant. You say, okay, let me see Eugene to see what he says about this restaurant. So you just go to all my episodes and look them up, and I'll mention names. Okay? So God bless, and take care, and be a blessing.